One of the things that Americans are fighting right now is inflation. And I want to read you a kind of an eye-catching headline. This from CNN Business. Why inflation can actually be good for everyday Americans and bad for rich people is the headline. And it goes on to say inflation can actually be a good thing for many working class Americans, especially those with fixed rate debt like a 30-year mortgage. That's because wages are going up, which not only empowers workers, but also gives them more money to pay down debt. Plus, in the case of a mortgage, your monthly payment will be the same, but your house will increase in value. What do you think about that logic?
Oh, John, that is some of that Washington crazy logic. And it's like somebody at church said to me today, people in D.C. just don't get it because they were so frustrated with inflation, with the price at the pump, with what they're paying at the grocery store, with all of the different increases that they're seeing. And, you know, at the end of the month, you've got less money left and your dollar doesn't go as far. And that is what happens with inflation. And this is the same type logic with people, these leftists in D.C., trying to tell you that inflation is good for you, that higher prices are good for you. That's the same type logic that they used when they would say the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, the Trump tax cuts, are bad for you. And because, you know, we wanted to make certain that everybody had more money in their take-home pay and that dollar went further.
Let's take a look at some of these statistics. These are official government statistics, Bureau of Labor Statistics. The Consumer Price Index stakes are up 24% in October 21 versus October 2020, I should say. Eggs are up almost 12%, chicken almost 9%. And baby food up 7.9%. It's pretty hard to go to the grocery store and not notice some of these prices, Senator.
That's right. And going to the grocery store, going to buy Christmas presents, everything that you're doing for the holidays, the transportation to get to and from, everything is costing more. And how in heaven's name CNN thinks this is good for people and wanting to pull a straw and say, well, but if you've got a 30-year mortgage and your wages are going up, but still you have less money, and then you know that the heating of that home, that cost is going up. Yeah. You know that your home insurance costs are going up. This is just more of that out-of-touch liberal elitist talk.
Very quickly, you're on the Armed Services Committee. We have obtained satellite photos that show some of the Russian military buildup along the border with Ukraine. How concerned are you that an invasion of Ukraine by Russia is imminent, and what should our response be?
Our response should be something that is to say, you're not going to do this. And of course, during the Obama years, when Russia went into Crimea, you had Barack Obama sending blankets and meals ready to eat. When Donald Trump went in, what did he do? He sent them artillery and what they needed to defend themselves. But you have Lavrov and Blinken just having met, and all they talked about was sanctions. And the thing is, Putin knows that Joe Biden is a very weak leader. And he knows that Joe Biden is going to do nothing. And he knows that Joe Biden is going to let him keep pushing. And of course, we know that Russia and their partners in the axis of evil, China, Iran, North Korea, they do not wish us well. They are our adversaries. And we need to be very firm in saying you cannot come across your border and standing there and helping the Ukraine.
The pictures that we obtained certainly have an ominous look to them. We will continue to watch that story there at the border. Senator Marsha Blackburn, Republican from Tennessee. Thank you, Senator.